Dreamscape presents Dreaming of Tuscany by T.A. Williams, narrated by Tanya Eby. Chapter 1.
Beatrice, can you hear me?
Bea heard the voice as if through a curtain. A warm hand touched her wrist, and the voice reached her again. It was a man's voice, and it sounded friendly.
Beatrice, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Bianchi. You're here at the hospital in Siena.
His English was fluent. He sounded like an Italian who had spent time in America. As his words registered, Bea struggled to work out how she could have ended up here, but she couldn't make sense of it. Hospital? Yes, I can hear you. Her voice sounded as if it belonged to somebody else. She shook her head in an attempt to get her brain working again and winced with pain. Very cautiously, she tried wiggling her fingers and toes. Reassured, she stretched her arms and then her legs. As she did so, a sharp pain shot up her left thigh and into her back. Ouch!
I'm afraid you've taken a bit of a beating, but you'll be fine. Your thigh's badly bruised, but there's nothing broken.
Bea raised her free arm and ran her fingers across her face, unsurprised to find it swathed in bandages. Only then did she open her eyes. She blinked a couple of times before the realization struck her that everything was black. A wave of panic began to sweep up and engulf her, and she fought as hard as she had ever fought in her life to suppress it. I can't see. Her voice was still very weak, but the terror in it was audible.
It's all right, Beatrice. The pads over your eyes will be coming off very soon, and your eyesight should be unimpaired.
The sensation of relief she felt was palpable. She breathed out with a long sigh and felt her body relax again. She let her fingers run on up to her head and, for a moment, she couldn't understand what had happened there. It took several seconds before her befuddled brain worked out that her lovely long hair, had gone. But how could it have just disappeared? My hair! What happened to my hair? All she could feel on her head was a mixture of stubble and surgical dressings. The doctor's fingers gave her wrist another encouraging squeeze.
Don't worry. It'll grow back. You took a blow to the head in the accident and suffered a number of cuts and grazes. I'm afraid most of your hair was singed in the blast, and we had to shave the rest off so as to get access to the scalp to stitch you up. But apart from the main wound, none of your other cuts were too serious. Your hair'll soon grow back and hide everything, and you'll feel fine again before too long.
What blast? A bomb? Had she been in a terrorist attack?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?